It surely is a pleasure to recognize a true friend to the center and one who so many of you already know. Betty Dranow continues Milton's efforts and sits on the Board of Trustees of the Center for Excellence in Education. She annually raises funds from the California Friends for CEE and the Research Science Institute. She will receive our first national medal for her achievement and assistance to help the center maintain its excellence. Betty? In 1983, her husband Milton became a charter member of CEE's Board of Trustees. He was a friend to Admiral Rickover and me and tirelessly worked with us to raise over $1 million to inaugurate the Center for Excellence in Education and the Research Science Institute. His insight, counsel, and unwavering dedication remain a driving force. In 1983, Mr. Dranow co-founded the California Friends of Admiral Rickover, and from there we grew, and he continued to help us with beautiful Betty. They played, and Betty continues to play, an instrumental role in the history of the Center's educational initiatives. One of my favorite stories was, indeed, Betty and Milton took a group of Rickoids to the wineries in California. What I didn't know for many years was that one of our mathematicians from RSI, there was a competition for several of you, and there was no money. Without telling me, he called Milton for money. And Milton said, "Does Mrs. D know you're calling me?" And he said, "Oh, no." And Milton said, "What do you need?" So he said, and Milton said, "I'll give you a couple $100, but you can never tell Mrs. D." And with that, and that's the way Milton always was with the students. And Betty, whom we love so very much. It is a pleasure, Betty, to bestow this medal on you.
Because I have kind of a funny thing to tell you. Not only is this a quarter of a century, and I cannot believe that I'm saying that, but when you're 84, you can say anything. Milton and Arnold Clejon formed the Friends of the Center in California, and we had a yearly dinner and honored people like Arnold Beckman from Caltech and Richard Edlund and a woman, or many women, Gail Wilson. About a year later, Milton had a birthday and we gave him a party. And Arnold thought it would be very funny to send engraved invitations out for Milton's 100th birthday. This month, he would be 100.